Sairam. We will be starting the 10th Anuvaka of Sri Rudram today. I will give a brief introduction to the Anuvaka and then we'll proceed. Shri Rudradhyaye Dashamonuvakaha. Shri Rudradhyaye Dashamonuvakaha. Shri Rudradhyaye Dashamonuvakaha. Dashama means 10. Anuvakaha is, you can call it a chapter or section. As you know, Rudram consists of 11 Anuvakas, and we are in the 10th one, the penultimate Anuvaka. This Anuvaka consists of 12 Rik mantras. I think you will remember that the first Anuvaka contained Rik mantras. Thereafter, from 2nd to the 9th, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically there are 8 Anuvakas which were all in Yajus mantra, which contain Yajus mantras, which were more like prose. Now we have come back to Rik mantras again. So this is something you can notice, even though Sri Rudram is from Yajurveda, predominantly the Yajurveda consists of prose mantras. There are sections of Yajurveda where Rik mantras are also present. Rik is nothing but poetry. So this Anuvaka consists of 12 Rik mantras. And this Anuvaka is an Anuvaka. All this time there was just Namaha, we salutation to various forms of Rudra. The Rudra who exists or who resides as an indweller in everything in this world. Sarvatmakatva, Sarvantaryami, all this concepts came through very clearly in the last 8 Anuvakas. Now the rishis have gone to prayer, asking Sri Rudra for some special favors which are necessary for one to exist. So that this Anuvaka consists of such prayers. So, and we will look at that. These prayers also have a sense of assurance that what Rudra was capable of, Rudra is capable of. And by worshipping Rudra, what will be the benefit also? In that way also we can look at these mantras. They sort of outline what would be the benefits of Sri Rudram also. And what type of help Sri Rudra will give us in our daily lives. Okay, so that's in a nutshell a short summary of or an introduction to the Anuvaka, and we will now proceed to the Anuvaka itself. Drape Andasaspate Daridran Neelalohita. Drape Andasaspate Daridran Neelalohita. Esham Purushanam Esham Pashunam Mabher Mo Esham Kinchanamamat. Esham पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत्. Look at the entire mantra once. द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहित येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत्. In terms of pronunciation of the consonants which you have to pay special attention to, andha, this is dha is the fourth letter in the tha varga, so it has to be aspirated. Andha. Otherwise, the let consonants in the first line or the first line of this poetry, Ruk, are all simple consonants, non-aspirated except the in andha. In the second line, a sham, you should understand that the sh is cerebral, that is, the tongue should be raised up. Purusha, again, a sham. This is Pashunam, this is a palatal sh. Ma bhe, this bhe is also an aspirated consonant, so the fourth consonant in the pa varga, so it has to be aspirated. Then sham, a sham again, otherwise it should be okay. I've given a pada form because just to break out the words, okay, so that the sandhi is removed, so we can look at the original words as they are without the sandhi. So we look at them. Drape, same. Andasaha pate, andasaspate, that's how it comes. It's a samas. Andasaha pate, daridran neelalohita. Esham purushanam esham. And a becomes me, the sandhi. Pashunam ma bhehe ma araha. So this bhehe becomes bher. Ma araha becomes ma ro. Ma plus a becomes ma. Raha, this visarga becomes again o because of sandhi. Esham kinchana amamat. That becomes kinchana amamat. Kinchana amamat. Okay, so that's in terms of breaking of the sandhis. Okay, just I have been covering, wherever there was Rishi, Chandas, and Devata given, so we will look at them. Rishi is Pulaha Rishi. Pulaha is the Rishi who is considered to have received this mantra or discovered the mantra or heard the mantra. Chandas is the meter, is Astara Pankti. Astara Pankti. The Devata, the deity of this mantra is Sri Rudra himself. Sri Rudra. We'll go to the meanings. Drape. Drape means addressing the Lord as Drapi. Drapihi is the simple noun. Drape is called Sambodhana, that is, you call out to anyone, that becomes Sambodhana. So when Drapi is the name of the Lord, the name we have given, or the name given by the rishis, and Drapi means they're calling out to this Lord Drapi. Oh Drapi. Okay. What is Drapi means? I think we have looked at while looking at Sri Rudram, we have discussed the meaning of Dra. Dra means that which flows, that which, in this case, the Bhashyakarakas, the commentators have said Drapi means one who takes sinners to a miserable state. He leads them to a miserable state. Why? So that they can be corrected. So that is Drapi. So we are looking at Sri Rudra as someone who will correct us by punishing or giving us the necessary lessons, which can be even misery. Okay, so that's the way they have given the meaning, Drapi or Drape. Then the next one is Andasaha Pate, Andasaspate. Okay, Andasaspate, again, Pate means Pati is the Lord. Pate means you call out to the Lord. Oh Lord means Pate. So Andasaha and Pate. So, O Lord means Pati. Then, what is the Lord of Andasaha? Andasaha is food. Annam also you can say grains or whatever. So, he is the Lord of food, which basically means he is the one who nourishes also. The same Lord who punishes or corrects, puts us through troubles, you can say. But he is the one who gives us food, nourishment, so that we can survive in this world. Both he does. So the Lord is addressed as Andasaspate. Or Drape, Andasaspate, Daridran. Daridran, the simple meaning is, oh poor one, someone who is poor, who is full of Daridra. The thing is, the Lord is Daridra because he has given everything to everyone else. Sri Rudra doesn't keep anything to himself. See, we always say Lord Shiva is in the cremation ground. He just wears, the ashes, and he lives because he has given everything to everyone else. To the entire world, he has given himself. So he is called Daridran. Okay. Swami always says the Lord is the only Anatha. Anatha means orphan, means no one to look after, or no, there's no Lord for them. So the Lord is the real Anatha, orphan. No one, no parents to look after, if you want to put it. He's also Daridran. There's no one who can give him anything, but he has given everything to everyone else. So Daridran means someone who has sacrificed everything for the sake of others, in this case. Okay. So that's the way the Rishi says. Maybe, sometime when we ask the Lord for something, he has given everything to everyone else. Maybe there's nothing much to give us. Or he has already given us so much that he doesn't have anything more to give us. We can look at it in many different ways. So the Rishis call him Daridran also. Daridran. The next one is Nila Lohita. Nila Lohita also, you are calling out to Nila Lohita. That's also Sambodhana, or you are calling out. So the first four names are Drape, Andasaspate, Daridran, Nila Lohita. These are all calling out the Lord to get his attention. Nila Lohita, Nila means one who is dark, or some dark color. Nila means blue, some people say, but it's black also. I've used the word black here, but you can take it as blue also. Blue means dark blue. One who is black and red. Lohita means red. One who is of red color, red complexion is Lohita. So Nila means one who is dark. So he has been given two names. He is dark and red. So the Bhashyakarakas say the blue refers to the Nilakanta. His throat is blue. Otherwise, he's of ruddy complexion. We have already seen various, Arunam, Tamra, there are different colors as red, Sri Rudra just like the sun. So he's like the sun. But here, so he's saying but you have a black spot also because that's a throat, which is dark in color. Because that shows his sacrifice of, taking all that is bad in this world and taking it away, drinking it all out, so that the poison does not affect us. So that's also, I mean, that's sort of reflected in this mantra. Nila Lohita. Now, once we have addressed the Lord in 4 different ways, then we go to E Sham. So the first line is all addressing the Lord in 4 different ways, calling out to him. Now comes the request of prayer. E Sham. E Sham means these. Idam means this. Or I am. In this case, I am. I am means this person. If you point to somebody close by, you say this person. This person means I am. But the plural of that is ime. I am. Imau, ime. Ime is plural. So Asia means of all these. So this ime not only covers anything, all men, women, and all that which exists also. Everything on creation can be considered ime. So of these, Esham, of these, Purushanam. So this Esham refers to the Purushanams of all human beings. All humans, of human beings. Okay. Because Purushaha is the plural first vibhakti or the simple noun, plural noun, Purusha. Purushaha is singular, Purushaha is plural, Purushanam is of all these Purushas. Okay. So of all these Purushas, Esham, again, of these, Pashunam. Pashu means Pashuhu is animal, Pashavaha is animals, plural. So Pashunam means of all these animals. That which belongs to all these animals, you can say, of all these animals. Of all these animals, Esham Pashunam. Ma bhehe. Ma means don't. Let them not. Ma. Behe. Behe means frighten. Let them be not frightened. Okay. The construction of the Sanskrit grammar is slightly different. It's very difficult to translate it into English straight away. But I hope you understand the gist. So we are praying, oh Lord, in 4 different ways and saying, let these animals, let these people around us. So animals and people around us, because I am means these. You are just pointing to things which are around. Ma behe, let them be not full of fear. Ma araha. Okay. Araha means to die, perish. Let them not die. Let them not die. Ma araha. Ma amamat. Ma amamat means ama. Ma means, see, this mo and ma have the same meaning. Okay, so mo also means ma. It's another form of ma and no difference. The meaning is exactly the same. Don't. Amamat. I don't know in anyone who knows Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, if you have things which are not processed in the body, that's called ama. So if any food we eat, it is not digested, it's staying somewhere and causing problem. All disease comes from that. Disease comes because something which has entered the body has not been processed and appropriately processed. Because some of it has to be thrown out, some of it has to be absorbed. If that does not happen, what comes out of that is ama. Ama is the cause of all disease. Ama mat means undigested things in us. So let them not have any disease. In simple terms, that's meaning, because you should not have You can say toxins. Toxins can be called ama. Okay, so everyone goes through detox programs. It's a similar things. So here there should not be any toxins. Mat means one who is full of toxins. So let these not be full of toxins, you can say. So the prayer is, and let them not be afraid, let them not die, let them not have disease. Esham kinchana, not even one. Kinchana means anyone. Not only all, any one of them should not be afflicted by these three things, which is fear, death, and disease. These should not afflict them. So this is the prayer. If Lord Buddha actually went looking for these three problems, you can say. He saw a dead body, he saw somebody sick, he saw somebody old who is frightened, These things should not happen. So he went looking for solution. So you can say the mantra also is looking for the same solution, which all of us, have concern about. Now you can look at the four names. See, Lord of misery, Lord of food. Okay, one who is poor. So the Lord who is the one who gives the bad and the good. So for example, if you take Nila Lohita, one who takes away all toxins, all poisons. The toxins are nothing but poisons in the body. So he takes it over. Okay. Andasaspati, he gives food. So people, we won't die. Okay. Drape, he will put through misery because he is the one who will put through misery. We don't have to be afraid. So he is the cause of all these also is recognized in this mantra. So that's the mantra. Drape andasaspate daridran nila lohita. Esham purushanam esham pashunam ma bhe ma bher maro esham kinchanamam. Okay, so that's the mantra, the first mantra in the 10th Anuvaka. Now the commentators have given a dhyana shlokam for this, so we'll take a look at it. Okay, it's a bit complex, but I will read it once or twice. Agul fasita kunchuko damarukash lasat kundali shuli kundalita shrava satilako manjukanannupura श्रीमन्निर्मलदन्तपङ्क्तिकिरणः श्वेतायमानाननो देवो भैरववेषभूषिततनुर्ध्येयो मृडानीपतिः आगुल्फासितकुञ्चुको डमरुकाष्टो लसत्कुण्डली शूली कुण्डलितश्रवा सतिलको मञ्चुकाणन्नूपुरः श्रीमन्निर्मलदन्तपङ्क्तिकिरणः श्वेतायमानाननो देवो भैरववेषभूषिततनुर्ध्येयो मृडानीपतिः. And I will just go over the meaning because you may not have to recite, but anyone interested, so I just read. We'll look at the meaning. I think that's more relevant. So this is the mantra. So I have given the meaning with relevant words. I think this is the way I had done for Anuvaka 1, so I have similar. Mridani Patihi is the first word. Lord of Parvati. Parvati is given a name Mridani. Mrida means one who pleases. One who pleases all of us is Mridani. Her Pati, her Lord is Rudra. Mridani Pati. is worthy to be meditated upon. Dhyeyo, dhyeyo here you will see. That means dhyeyaha. Dhyeyaha means one who is to be meditated on. So the Mridanipati is the one whom we should meditate on. Okay, how we see the rest of the words describe who is this Lord on whom we should meditate. This Mridanipati. Okay, with the appearance of Bhairava. So if you look at Bhairava, Vesha, Bhushita, Tanuhu. Okay, Bhairava means the form of Bhairava. Bhairava was one created to go and destroy, Daksha's yaga. Okay, so Bhairava Vesha means one who is fierce, you can say. Okay, Vesha means form. The garb or whatever you want to call it. He has put on that Vesha. Bhushita means he has put on Tanuhu. So his Richudra's, or the form is very fierce, can cause fear. Okay. Mabhe, even though you are so fierce looking, let us not be frightened. Mabhe. Okay. What does he do? He wears dark robe extending down to the ankle. Agulfa Asita Kanchukaha. Okay. Gulfa means ankle. Agulfa means up to the ankle. Okay. Asita means dark. Some people say it's black. So he's wearing a robe, you can say, or cloth, which actually covers the entire body up to the ankle. So you can see Bhairava form, something wearing very dark, maybe black in color. How it can be very scary also. Damaruka Ashlishtaha. Damaruka means, the drum which you see in the hands of Shiva. Ashlishta means he is holding it, circling it with his hands. Okay. Ashlishta means one who holds it around. Okay. Ashlishta. Lasat Kundali with beautiful earrings. Lasat. Lasat means something which is beautiful, which is shining, you can say. Kundali means wearing. I know there are many Tamils here. Thoduடைய Saviyan, that's the way Jnana Sambandha started. Who wears Kundali. Okay. Because he's with Parvati, Mridani wears very beautiful earrings. So Lasat Kundali. Shuli, he is holding Trishula, which actually symbolizes the three time frames, past, present, and future. All the three it contains in it. So he holds that weapon with ears decorated with rings. Kundalita Shrava. His ears have decorated with kundala again, rings. Sa tilakaha. Tilaka mark on the forehead. So tilaka is whatever mark you wear on your forehead is called tilaka. So he has a mark on the forehead, tilak. You can say it's vibhuti or you can say kunkumam or whatever. He has a mark placed in the head. Satilakaha. Sweet sounding anklets on the feet. Okay. Manjukanan. Okay. Manjukanan Nupuraha. Manju means something which is very beautiful. Okay. Kanan, with sounding. Manjukana means it gives just like ghanta, sometimes you should, in Sanskrit, the sounds, ghanta means it's bell. That's the way the sound of the bell also comes, ghan. Whereas the anklets, nupura is anklets. They give very small sound, kam. So that kind of meaning. So Manjukanan Nupura. So he is wearing anklets because Shiva likes to dance. So the rishis is hearing very sweet sounding anklets in his feet. One with shining row of auspicious blemishless teeth. Okay. Shriman Nirmala Danta Pankti Kiranaha. These are lots of words here. Kiranaha means rays, like rays, sun's rays, they are shining. Pankti means it's a row. Okay. A row of Danta Pankti, a row of teeth. How is this row of teeth which are shining? Nirmala, that means they are without any blemish. So that means white, pure. Sriman, they are not only just white, they are Sriman. They fill with all auspiciousness. Okay. So he's the shining teeth of the Lord. Even though he's dark, even though he's a Bhairava, his teeth are shining and they are like rays which spread light all around. So that's the way they are saying. One with white face. Shvetaya Manana. Anana means one who has a certain face. Anana, like Gajanana. Shvetaya Mana. Apparently his face has become white. So that is the way. So he's so scary, but he has a white face. So that means his color is white here, which is symbolizes something very pure. His teeth are white, but he's wearing dark robe. But in his feet, he's wearing sweet sounding anklets. And he has the Damaru sound, Damaru, and he's holding Trishul. So you can see Lord Shiva is a very complex person. Fear striking. At the same time, he is also pleasing. He's pure, blemishless. All is, whatever he wills is pure auspiciousness. So that is the way creation itself, which is his own form. So they see the complexity, the good and the bad, ugly and suffering and joy, everything all rolled into one is Sri Rudra. That's the way the rishis meditated on him. Okay, so that is the first mantra. We'll go to the second mantra. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Bheshaji Shiva Rudrasya Beshaji Taya no Mrida Jivase. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Bheshaji Shiva Rudrasya Beshaji Taya no Mrida Jivase. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Bheshaji Shiva Rudrasya Beshaji Taya no Mrida Jivase. Just to go through anything to pay attention to while pronouncing. All of them are reasonably simple. Bheshaji. This bhe is again fourth letter in the pa varga, so it has to be aspirated. The sh is cerebral sh. Bheshaji. Okay. Again, the bheshaji appears second time. Otherwise, all of them are non-aspirated sounds. So it should be okay. I have done a pada form which is not too different, except one or two, I think one word only. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Bheshaji Shiva Rudra Bheshaji Taya Naha. This no is because of Sandhi, the Naha has become no. Otherwise, it's all the same. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Bheshaji Shiva Rudrasya Bheshaji Taya no Mrida Jivase. Okay, we will look at the meaning. Ya. Ya means which. But Ya is feminine here. Feminine form. Yaha means whoever. Ya means who also you can say. but it's a feminine form. I put the word which. Okay. I will explain why I put, because this ya relates to tanuhu. Tanuhu is a feminine form of the body. Tanuhu means body. Tanuhu means it's a word is of a feminine word, but it also refers to the body. Ya tanuhu. Okay, that's the way to take. Te, your. The Lord's form is considered feminine. It's referred with a feminine name. Te, your. Rudra. We are telling Rudra means calling out to Rudra. Oh Rudra. Okay. Rudra, yate tanuhu, which your body, Shiva. Shiva means auspicious. We just looked at, very scary Rudra described. Then he's saying your form is actually auspicious. Okay. This auspicious body, which is auspicious. Okay. Shiva Vishwaha Beshaji. Okay. Shiva again is auspicious. Vishwaha at all times. Vishwaha means all times. Vishwa stands meanings all. Aha means day. Okay. So it means all time. So ahas also can be time, hour. Okay. So Vishwaha means at all times, at all hours. Bhesaji. Bhesaji means medicine, cure. Just your form, which is auspicious, is a medicine for all times and all circumstances. Okay. Then we go to the next line. Shiva Rudrasya Beshaji. Okay. Shiva auspicious. What type of Shiva? Rudrasya Shiva Beshaji. Okay. Rudrasya means of Rudra. Okay. It's a sixth vibhakti of Rudra. That means, or you can also say Shiva of Rudra, means that auspiciousness. What type of auspiciousness? Rudra means that which removes everything. Rudra. We have looked at, if you go back and look at the first, second, third Rudradhyaya, I have given some meanings, 10 different meanings for the word Rudra. That means he removes all bad things. Rudram Dravayati, something like that. Means anything, all miseries, troubles, everything, he will make them flow away. Okay. Because of that auspiciousness which comes out of that is medicine. By that medicine, Taya, by that, Naha is us. Mrida, make us delight, make us happy, make us be pleased, you can say, make us be happy. Jivasi for life. So we are saying Jivase is for life. It's the fourth vibhakti. Okay. For our life, this your medicine, which gives delight all the time, is needed for our life. So that's the way the meaning was. I will summarize the meaning. O Lord Rudra, your form which is auspicious medicine at all times. By that medicine, okay, which is auspicious on account of Rudra, the quality of removing all that causes misery, make us all be delighted in our lives. That's the way to translate it in English. So you're basically asking the Lord, you are auspicious form. Your form itself is medicine for all times. With that form, always delight us. It is not only a prayer to the Lord, letting the Lord know, let your form reside in us all the time. Let us not forget. So even for us not to forget the Lord has to give grace. So the Rishi is asking, oh Lord, your form itself is medicine for all problems. It removes everything. We said ma, bher, ma, ro, mo, ish. All these, Your form is the medicine for everything. Okay, so let your form be there with us, and throughout our life. So all that meaning, there are multiple ways, because it's poetry. There are many ways we can move around words and interpret. So ultimately, that's the meaning. So the rishis saw that as the solution for all problems, basically. So there are this mantra. If it is chanted, just this mantra, whenever there is ailment, illness, or troubles, misery, it's said by the commentators that it will remove everything. So anyone who is sick can chant this mantra again and again. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Beshiji Shiva Rudrasya Beshiji Taya Nomrada Jivase. I will look at the name, the Rishi Chandas and Devata. The Rishi for this Kanda, Subramanya, or Murugan, for all Tamil people. Apparently, the Rishi for this is Murugan. He is the one who is supposed to have received this, realized this mantra. Okay. Chandas is Anushtup. Anushtup Chandas, which is a common Chandas in most, like if you take Gita Shlokas and so on, they all Anushtup Chanda, very common Chandas. Devata, the Lord, is Skandarupi Rudraha. Rudraha in the form of Skanda. Apparently, in this case, so the Rishi saw, the Skanda saw Rudra as Skanda himself. Okay, Skandarupi Rudraha is the Devata. So all Muruga Bhaktas, Subramanya Bhaktas should be happy. So we look at the Dhyana Shloka. Dhruta Chami Kara Prakyam Shakti Panim Shadananam Mayura Vahana Rudham Skandarupam Shivam Smarit. Dhruta Chamikara Prakyam Shakti Panim Shadananam Mayura Vahanarudham Skandarupam Shivam Smarit. Dhruta Chamikara Prakyam Shakti Panim Shadananam Mayura Vahanarudham Skandarupam Shivam Smarit. We will look at the meaning. Smaret, one should meditate. Okay, Smaret. On Shiva, Shivam Smaret. Dhruta Chamikara Prakyam. Okay. Dhruta means molten, melted. Something when it's melted, that's called Dhruta. When you melt the gold, that is Dhruta. Chamikara is gold. So then the gold is melted. Prakyam, brilliant. So the Lord, the Shiva, in the form of actually Murugan or Subramanya or Kartikeya or Skanda, is like the molten gold. Is shining like the molten gold, golden color. Okay. Shakti Panim. Panim means Pani is hand. Shakti, he is holding Shakti. The Shakti is nothing but veil. The weapon which Subramanya holds is Shakti. Okay, it is pure power. That's called veil. In Tamil, we will say veil. So he is holding the Shakti Pani, Shakti, which is veil. Shadananam. Shad means 6. Ananam, 6 face one. Skanda is considered to have 6 faces. Shadananam. Mayura Vahanarudham. I think okay, I will let. Mayura means peacock. Vahana, it's the vehicle. Arudham, one who is climbed on top of Mayura, seated on the peacock mount. Okay, I think one word which I have not put, I will put. Form of Skanda. Okay, sorry, I don't know how I missed that. Skanda Rupam, who is in the form of Skanda. Okay, so you can imagine Rudra is seen as Subramanya. Yate Rudra Shiva Tanu Shiva Vishwaha Beshaji Shiva Rudrasya Beshaji Taya no Mrida Jivase. All problems will be solved by this Skanda, by meditating on this Skanda form. I know, as Sister Anjani said, today is Thaipusam, and it's good to read this mantra today. Sometimes we don't plan. I also didn't know until Sister reminded. So, things are beyond us. What happens when we are meant to contemplate and study this mantra today? So, this mantra is a description of Subramanya. It also shows Shiva is Subramanya or Kartikeya or Skanda. No different. It's another form of the Shiva. Skanda Rupam Shivam. Shiva who is in the form of Skanda. Skanda also means some chemical which removes all disease, medicine. That's why Palani is considered, they have taken medicine and made this Vigraha. That's what they believe in Palani. So Skanda is medicine himself. And so that's the way this rishis saw. Okay. We'll go to the next mantra. Imam Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Kshayadviraya Prabharamahe Matim Yatha Na Shamasadvipade Chatushpade Vishwam Pushtam Grame Asmin Nanathuram Imam Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Kshayadviraya Prabharamahe Matim Yatha na Shamasadvipade Chatushpade Vishwam Pushtam Grame Asmin Nanathuram Imam Rudraya Tavase Kapardine Kshayadviraya Prabharamahe Matim Yatha na Shamasadvipade Chatushpade Vishwam Pushtam Grame Asmin Nanathuram. Okay. I did not do pada breakdown because it is because all the names, all the words are reasonably, they don't change much. So I have just left it like that. I think for those who may suddenly have a doubt, we see in the Rudra book Imagum, why I have put Imam, that Anuswara, I mentioned in some places the Anuswara becomes Gum. And this is one situation, but I have not put Imagum. Its Imam is the simple noun. Okay, Imagum is only for chanting purposes. So we will go to look at the meaning. Imam means this. It's a second vibhakti as an object. Imam as an object. Okay. Rudraya. Rudra is again fourth vibhakti. To Rudra. Okay. I think we have always looked at fourth vibhakti in all the mantras. When you worship or salute, you say to Rudra, our salutation. It's something like that. Okay. Rudraya. Tavase, to the strong one. Some of the Bhashyakarak has said it is equivalent to tapas, tapase. Okay, tapase is the Vedic word. It's equivalent to tapase. Okay, but they're saying it's a strong one who can, withstand anything. Tapase, to that one. Kapardine, to the one with matted hair. We have already looked at this name, Kapardin. It's a very common way Lord Rudra is referred to, one who has matted hair. Okay. Kshayad Viraya. Kshayad Viraya is again a fourth vibhakti one. Simple noun is Kshayad Viraha. Viraha means one who is like a warrior, fighter. Kshayad means one who can cause decrease, who can eliminate things, who can put things down. One who creates Kshaya. As you know, Akshaya means that which does not cease to exist. Akshaya means continuously something will come. It will never finish, diminish. So you can take Shayad Vira means one who can bring about diminishment. It diminishes others, anything in this world. So he is such a warrior, Viraha. I put the word warrior. Prabharamahe. Prabharamahe Matim. Matim means in our mind. Our mind. In term, it's second vibhakti, so Matim means mindai. Mindai. See, our minds, we are turning towards, we are praising, or we are offering, you can say, our mind is being offered to this Rudra, this tapas, this Kapardin, So it is something like a Namaha, you can say in our mind is being offered, or our mind is being pointed to that, okay, pointed towards or focused on the Lord, who is Rudra, Tapase, or Kapardin. Okay. Then comes the second one, Yatha. In this way, Yatha, through that way, in this manner, Naha, us. Sham, I think Sham, I have just used the word comfort. I think we have covered this, I think quite a few places we have covered this. Shankara, all that, we looked at in the 8th Anuvaka, I have covered that, so you can take a look at that. So Sham, Asat. May this be Sham Asat. Okay. Sham Asat, Sham Asat. So that's the word which comes in. Sham Asat. Dvipade, to the two-footed one. Dvi means two, pada means feet. Dvipade, who all people who are walking on 2 feet. That means human beings. Dvipade, to the two-footed ones. Chatushpade. Chatush means 4. Pade means 4-footed one. So that means all animals. Okay. Chatushpade. Vishwam, all beings. So Vishwam Chatushpade Dvipade. All the entire collection of Dvipade, 2-footed and 4-footed. Before we have looked at Purushanam, Pashunam. It's the same thing. Okay, same thing. Pushtam. Pushti means nourishment. All, food, nourishment, all that is pushta. Okay. So may all the Dvipade, Chatushpade, all the 2-footed and 4-footed be nourished and Shamasat, and let them be in a good state. Okay. Sham means Sukham, Shubham, Shantam. You know, that's three meanings I have given. It's all everything that is positive. Okay. Pushtam. Grame, in the village. Okay, in the village. Uh, in the village. Asmin, this. Okay, in this village. Anathuram. Anathuram means when we are not affected. So the prayer is, so we praise this with this mind, Rudra, the strong one with matted hair, warrior who eliminates, who can remove Kshaya, all bad things he can bring, bring down. The Kshayat Viraha, by which Yatha, in our village, that is Grame, Asmin Grame, may all beings, Vishwam, Dvipade, Chatushpade, two-footed and four-footed, Anaresh Pushtam, Shamasat, be comforted, and Anathuram. So we are asking for three kinds of blessings on all the animals and people around us in this village. So you can imagine we have expanded that prayer to cover everyone in this place. Okay, so that's the way this mantra goes. So as I mentioned, everything is a prayer in this. So you can say by it. So it gives a solution also. Place your mind at the Lord, who is of these kinds, and then all this will happen around us. Similar to Gayatri mantra also, Dhimahi Tanno Sarva, uh, Dhyo Yona Prachodayat. All the Gayatri mantras also have this kind of meaning. You meditate on that, and all this will happen. It's similar way in this mantra is also. I will look at the Rishi and Chandas and Devata. The Rishi is Mandavya. Mandavya Rishi is the one who is credited to have discovered or seen or visualized the Lord like this, or received this mantra. Chandas is Jagati. The Lord is Rudra. Okay, Rudra, whom the Rishi worshipped and received this mantra. There were no Dhyana Shloka, but this is a verse which many of the commentators have quoted, so I thought I will just mention. Because sometimes people ask, what is the benefit of Rudra chanting? Why should we chant Rudram? Why Swami gives so much importance? Swami has spoken a lot, and I think I've already accepted quite a bit in the when I gave the introduction, so I have not repeated them. But you can refer to that. But I will just cover this verse. This is apparently from the Puranas. I could not find out which Purana it is from, but lots of commentators have used it, so I thought I will use it. Rudradhyayi vasedh yatra grame va nagarepi va vyadhi durbhiksha choradi badha tatra na jayate. Rudradhyayi vasedh yatra grame va nagarepi va vyadhi दुर्भिक्ष चोरादि बाधा तत्र न जायते. रुद्राध्यायी वसेद्यत्र ग्रामे वा नगरेऽपि वा व्याधि दुर्भिक्ष चोरादि बाधा तत्र न जायते. Okay, in a village, grame va, in a village, okay, or even in a city, nagare piva, nagare apiva means even in a village, even in a city. Rudradhyayi, if a person who studies or recites Sri Rudra. Rudradhyayi, anyone who chants Rudram is called Rudradhyayi, means who is a student of Rudra, who reads, chants, studies, recites, is Rudradhyayi. Okay. Vased, if such a person lives. If a person who recites Sri Rudram lives either in a village or even in a city, they are tatra badha, badha means troubles, problems, okay, suffering, all is badha. Badha, what is suffering from? Vyadhi, vyadhi, disease. Durbhiksha, durbhiksha means poverty, which causes you to even seek alms. You may not even be able to beg. Durbhiksha. Choradi. Chora means thieves, theft. Choradi, etc. Adi, etc. So Vyadhi, Durbhiksha, Choradi, Badha. Na jayate will not be born, na jayate, or will not occur, will not arise. Okay. So apparently in a village or in a city, even if there is one person who studies Rudram regularly, in that place, the chance of disease coming, the presence of poverty or theft, all this will be removed. So that is that's the quote from Puranas, which is where they have mentioned the greatness of Rudram itself, the study of Rudram, which basically talks about the mantra, which going back, Imam Rudraya Tavase Kabartine Kshayadviraya Prabaramahe Matim. That means taking our mind towards, pointing our mind towards this Rudra, this Kapardin, this Tafas, or this Kshayadviraha. Okay, 4 names are given to the Lord. Through this, Yatha, Dvipade, even animals, and all the 4-foot animals, Swatishpade, Dvipade, the human beings, Vishwam, everything. Pushtam means they will be nourished. Anathuram, there will not be any um, effect, there won't be negative impacts. Okay. So that is the meaning of the third mantra. So these 3 only I have covered, I decided to cover today. Unfortunately, I could not find any discourse which I could sort of give here, so I just left it because some of them would be repetition, so I did not want to bring them again. So I will pause or stop here, and if there are any questions and if I know the answer, I will share. Saira. I guess there are no questions. If there are no questions, maybe I will close the session with prayers, and we can meet again next week. Saira. Om Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam everyone.